Alright, there we go. Hey guys, what's going on? FYI my pawn here. Welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Since we last left off, we managed to return from we managed to return from the eastern side of the map, where we defeated Vorticai and saved the majority of the people over there. However, things have gotten rather hectic since we last left off, as apparently there's a multitude of things that have happened. Namely, there's a few companion quests to go over. There is the fight that is currently going on, which is dealing with the really a giant group of barbarians have come down south trying to invade our nearby allies, which only makes things worse because apparently some things are going on in Cavalier Lake. So, without further ado, let's just get into things and see what happens, because we've got a lot to cover. And I mean a lot. Okay. Now, there was a part in the last stream where, at least near the end, that we had a bit of a hiccup here, where we were discovered. I'm not going to count that strictly because of how easy things can be and how annoying things can be when you deal with stealth missions. I'm just gonna redo it, strictly because I feel like it's a bit cheeky just to have it fail in one fell swoop. That's boring. So I'd like for it to go again and see if Amiri can actually handle it properly. I've already gone through these conversations, but I'll just go through the options that I went with prior and just quickly go through the conversations here, just to keep it simple. Alright, I'll just leave that. Alright. Now that Amiri's here, we're going to level her up real quick. We're going to level up her Magus level, mainly. Boost up her usual skills like we do. We're going to want improved critical for the Bastard Sword, I believe it was. Because that is her weapon focus, I do believe. Okay. For this, we're going to want... I think we decided Shield of Dawn, but I think Greater Invisibility might be better. Oh, right, and there's Phantasmal Killer as well. What else is there? I guess Shield of Dawn is actually pretty good. We'll grab that. Alright. We can also give her another level in Sword Saint if we so desire, which we probably are, because at the very least she'll get superior reflexes and another bonus feat, which is a plus. We will boost up her intelligence because that is what's needed for a Magus. Alright. We'll give her greater weapons focus in the Bastard Sword, so that way she's hitting much more constantly. Alternatively, I guess I could get like a special trick, so if I so desire, but that shouldn't be needed here. Combat expertise would definitely increase AC though, if I so desire to use it, but I'm probably good on that. I could also get critical focus. There's Hammer the Gap, which is not something needed. I'll go with the Bastard Sword in greater weapon focus, because the more she hits, the better. We're going to get Stone Skin, even though we can't use it, and we will grab Dimension Door, because both are very useful. And that'll be her effective levels done. Now, let's go over items real quick. We're probably going to keep her off with the dex. At least that's my thoughts. But we could probably get some other items on instead. Alright, price and sending order. Amulet of Natural Armor +3. We could go with the Belt of Physical Perfection +2 if we so desire. Yeah. The Cloak of Shadows would certainly help, but not completely necessary here. Although, then again, we might need it, so I'll just wear it for now. Alright. Now, if we are discovered, I will be reloading this save. But otherwise, I will remain at the same situation and just see how things go. Oh, whoops. I wanted to save elsewhere. I wanted to save a different save. Alright, delete that. Let's save it as something else. There we go. And now we are good to go. Oh, whoops. Accidentally used the, Ah! Yeah, no. Definitely not doing that. Hold on. Yeah, that's stupid. It's a good thing I had it's a good thing I had that ready. But yeah, no, we're going to be using a potion of invisibility. Just so we can get around with ease. Let's just hope we aren't discovered. And actually manage to do this properly. Okay, we need to find... whom? Okay, there's barbarians around. Okay. There's the Defaced Sister, obviously, which is over there.
Let's go.
Alright. What else? Nothing else from the looks of it. Ah, here we are. While sneaking around the camp, Amiri spotted a familiar cloak nearby. One of the Defaced Sisters was approaching. Amiri was sure the sorceress would recognize her and raise a fuss if she was spotted. What was she supposed to do in this situation? Alright, Amiri... darted down a side passage, hoping to avoid the sister's notice. Amiri dashed out of the sister's path. In one leap, she was able to take cover behind a tent. A passing barbarian threw her a surprising glance, but he just grunted something about crazy bears and continued on his way. In the meantime, the sister continued along her way. The immediate danger had passed. Let's see. Hoping to overhear something, and I guess I could check 3. Amiri didn't make it very far without... Oh. Okay, so basically there's a... she's stopped by barbarians who, you know, managed to pass through, basically. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright, yeah, no, that's a reload. Whoops. This is annoying. But it needs to be done, otherwise, you know, you don't get the chance to actually go through this place. Okay, okay. It's those little things that make it hard to figure out where you need to go. Like, holy. Alright, down the potion of invisibility.
An ambush, eh?
Quietly go around the Defaced Sister. Thankfully we got the stealth to do it, so it's not an issue to do. We did technically succeed this previous check, so we gotta keep that in mind. So... Alright. Make an athletics check. Ah, jeez. Again, this is stupid. But it needs to be done. If not, you get like a really horrible ending, if I'm not mistaken. So this is just me trying to make the story a little bit more bearable. Alright. Use the potion. Get through. Hopefully quieter this time. Okay. Once we hit the horses here, we can save. Alright, we save here. So that way we don't have to just constantly go through this again and again and again. Okay. From here, we wait for the sister to go about her business. Or try to, anyways. Alright. She continued to move out of sight. I'm going to quickly move over to here, which there should be a way to sneak around, I do believe. Or at the very least, there is wolves that we can go around. Alright, price in descending order. Let's see. I guess while we're at it, we could do some stealth-based movement, or at least get some buffers on. Alright, hold on. We need a wand of heroism. Well, we can use buffers, so let's use a potion of heroism for temporary use for now. That should help us a little bit. Alright. Push aside.
Blood for Gorum!
Alright.
Look at me, Gorum!
Alright. Oh, that's another. Okay. Alright, that's 5. Okay, she's actually really doing well. Alright, skin, collect. And now we take yet another potion. Okay. We're going to need a normal potion of invisibility. Okay. We'll go about collecting these items later. There's a reason I'm not collecting them right now. But the point is that I'm getting through these guards more than anything. We can't really talk with anybody around here, so we have to keep that in mind. But yeah, Durgath and Nilak are here. It's best if it's done here. Near Armag's tent, Amiri spots a familiar figure clad in a grey cloak. The sister stands over Nilak, who is bound and helpless. A dagger gleams faintly in the sister's hand. Durgath sits nearby, with his hands and legs tied up to his mouth and gags. He stares at the witch with eyes full of hate. A dense red fog clouds Amiri's eyes as a roar of anger bursts from her chest. Her eyes rushes forward, her body rushes forward, I should say, seemingly of its own accord. Her head is empty, but for a single ringing thought. Kill. Kill. Kill!
An ambush, eh?
Smells like blood. Yes, blood. Who dare shed blood here without first calling Armag?
Slowly, methodically, a huge barbarian with a bushy beard approaches the tents. His bloodshot eyes wander over the campsite. His booming voice rumbles, addressing no one in particular. Your witch wanted to kill Nilak like cattle, without even a charge or trial. I'm gonna make you answer for that.
The 6 bears crawled to Armag on their bellies, begging for his protection. And this is how they repay the Tiger Lord's hospitality? The girl killed the sister. Armag demands payment in blood.
As Armag gaze watches over the campsite without resting on anything in particular, he notices Amiri, Nilak, and a sister's body lying on the ground. As he says this, of course.
So be it. Armag and the girl will fight before the eyes of Gorum, like in ancient times. 1-on-1. Everyone, gather now. Draw the circle so we may fight. Blood for blood!
An ambush, eh?
Alright. Now, before the fight begins, we've got a lot of quick prep we have to do. So, starting off, we've got heroism already prepped, but we're going to need to buff up significantly more before we do. For this fight, we're going to need... Let's see, what was it? We're basically going to need to buff up as much as we physically can before we engage. Okay, Shield of Dawn. Any creature that strikes you deals normal damage, but takes fire damage. We're going to use Shield of Dawn to give ourselves a buffer, so he can't just casually take us down. We'll damn the Greater Invisibility Potion, so that way we can start dealing more damage. You're going to want Haste, so that way we can attack more in this fight. We're definitely going to be activating Rage, so expect that. Okay, so we got Haste, we've got Disintegrate if we so need it. We don't technically need it, but never hurts to have. We will be using Displacement, obviously, so we'll use one of those to give ourselves a miss chance of 50%. We're going to equip the wand that we have here. Well, actually, no. We won't. Alright, we get the Wand of Fireball, but that's fine. Let's see. What else? False Life would be good, but it's not required, which we can't use anyways, so kind of pointless right now in this certain circumstance. We don't need any element affinities, I do believe. We do need heroism, which we've already got activated. Displacement's already active. We'll get a Cure Serious Wounds, so we're at full health. But we're probably going to need Cure Critic. We're probably going to need these Cure Serious Wounds, and I just realized I got Cure Moderate, but I digress. Okay, what else is there? There is Restoration, there's Protections from Communal Energies, there's Inflicts. Of course, there's the Ginormous Sword, which already has its weapon focus. I could activate Divine Power, which should give me a +2 luck bonus. I can't use it though immediately, so that is kind of pointless. What else is there? There's resist energy, there's resist cold, disease, blindness. Hold person is nice, but not needed. Curses, not needed. Owl's wisdom. I think we're in more need of full strength in this certain circumstance. But we could also use a fox's cunning if we so desire. Yeah, let's use fox's cunning. Let's use not eagle's splendor, but bull's strength. We've already got +4 in the belt department, so we're fine on that end. We will use an aid spell. What else? Expeditious Retreat is not a good one to use. Wand of Bane is there. Scorching Ray, no. We're just gonna have to hope we can deal enough damage to simply thwomp. Okay. Move paralysis, no. We could probably get away with a protection from evil. Assuming we're lucky, that is. We've got aid. We've got grease, but we don't need that, I don't think. We're going to need Shield of Faith because we only got +1. So that will increase AC to 2. We've already got a +3 to natural armor, so the Potion of Bark Skin is pretty useless in a certain circumstance. Yeah. Yeah, in the case of Bark Skin, kind of useless. Okay. I could either go with Reduced Person to increase AC, or go with Enlarged Person to increase damage. In this instance, you would suffer a -2, so it wouldn't be that many hits, but it would still at least increase damage output, which would be a lot more heavier. But I think the key here is to deal more hits more than anything, so at least for this instance, I will go with Reduced Person, but I'll stop for now. We're going to need to get protection from Chaos, I believe. These will give a +2 deflection bonus to AC, which is needed. Oh, no, wait, Shield of Faith that gives a 2 deflection bonus already, so that's kind of pointless. There is the Veil of Positive Energy, which I don't need currently. Although, in this certain circumstance, might be worth it. Oh, I already used it, so... Alright, I guess the Veil of Positive Energy has been used, whether I like it or not. Mage Armor, not as good with the breastplate, so... yeah, kind of pointless. What else we got? I guess there's technically Bless, which won't work. There's Divine Favor, which we used. There we go. If I reduce Person, I should get it to a +18, I think. Although, if I take away Power Attack, then I should be able to deal even more. Or at least I'll be more likely to hit. So I'll reduce Person. Okay, that doesn't do anything for me, it seems. Okay, if I enlarge, then it just deals more damage. Okay. Alright, for this instance, I'm going to quickly save. Alright, I'm going to enlarge. Well, do I need... I'm out of resources, apparently, an arcane weapon enchantment for some reason. Okay. Let's take off power attack, which increases our attack rolls to 20. And against Armag, who is probably way tankier, should be fine.
You!
Okay, let's see. Alright, Armag got crit for 50. Got hit for 20. 25. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh dear.
This won't kill me.
Oh, wait, hold on. It appears that the sister's getting involved, and boom. Despite all my prep, defeat.
Who dares defy the sanctity of the duel? Shame! Armag will find. Armag will kill. Tie the girl. She'll be executed after the battle, so everyone can see what happens to those who stand in Armag's way. Now, continue the battle. Armag must leave. No one dares object. It's important. The most important thing in the world.
And while not a perfect ending to the whole situation, it is the best ending that we could have hoped for. Normally I would not do this, but given the Flintlock grasslands and how nasty they can be,
I'll make my own legend.
at least with that single fight, it was enough to make me put down the game for quite a while. Because it was so annoying to see that. Alright, now we're gonna buff up, and we're gonna go engage properly. Because this is an obvious fight, we're just going to buff up literally everybody with everything we can. And we'll be going on our merry way. Okay, heroism next. Alright, Sundowner now. Samuel. Mistral. Monsoon. Alright. Blur. Alright. Almost. Thompson, one last one. Alright, mage armor. Less. Shield. Alright, enlarge.
I'll take care of it.
We'll get remove fear to start with. Steven will get bark skin on. There we go. Okay. We'll get Shield of Faith on the more important individuals. So that's Steven, the Wolf. Alright, Compson, we'll focus on your enlarged duty first. There we go. Alright, we've got Samuel's. Okay, Samuel. Alright, and that leaves Mistral with the buff. Then we go with the aid. Alright. Alright, Compson, we want you to reduce person on Steven while we're at it. Now we do aid. Alright, Compson, we want you to enlarge Mistral while we're at it. Okay. Alright. We'll go with Delay Poison Communal. It's the Invisibility Communal. And we are basically good to go, I think. Yeah, we should be good to go. I do believe. Okay, that's basically every little tidbit of prep we can do. While I would love to use the dirty tricks, it's just not viable with a reach character for some reason, which is kind of annoying, but it's not like we can change much. The most we can do is just take out what foes we can and see what happens. Do a quick save here, and let's get going. Our buffers here should do quite a lot, I would imagine. Hello, Jarmondi.
I knew I could count on you. The battle's about to begin, and I won't lie. Without your reinforcements, this battle would be hard on us.
A half-elf woman, clad in armor, folds the spyglass she was using to watch the battlefield, and shakes her hand firmly.
I'm glad to see you again.
Castle
Now we'll win without a doubt.
Alright. Castle salutes you with his sword as he does this. What is the situation?
It couldn't be worse. Well, no. Things can always get worse. But the barbarians outnumber us, and they have giants in their ranks. They've broken their force into several groups, forcing us to spread our defenses thin. I really can't guess how many of my people will see another dawn.
Is it your army?
It has many squads joined together. My fighters, other Sword Lord's forces, Restov militia, mercenaries. Restov is surely a free city, but it always relied on us Aldori to protect it.
How did barbarians recruit giants into their army?
To the best of my knowledge, Numerians adopt giants when they're young, and raise them as fighters. These giants are usually quite strong, but poorly organized. However, under the leadership of a capable commander, they're threefold the danger.
Well, there's a chance to cut our losses thanks to the barbarians, so that's good.
You tell a strange tale. Who are these sisters? Why did the Tiger Lords attack us in the first place? This sounds less like a conditional war than a bloody hecatomb. It's like the true reason behind this battle is to sacrifice as many people as possible, on both sides, in the name of some grim deity. I'm glad you're an adventurer first and a ruler second in this instance. Perhaps, with the information you've obtained, we'll be able to avoid a slaughter.
So, how do we proceed?
Cautiously. I'll draw my forces to yours and begin a slow advance against the enemy. If your contacts spoke true, they should retreat. As for you, your best option is to return to their main camp. If all went as planned, you'll find Armag's body there. If not, then bring that adventurer's instinct to the fore and improvise.
I see. It seems I'll have to move out immediately then.
Abadar guide you. Do your best. I'd really like to see you again. In this world, I mean.
Yeah, sure. Alright. And with that, we can press on. Well, it seems like the fight hasn't gone to plan, but hey, we're doing our best here. Just means we got more to kill, I guess. I'll worry about the corpses later. Technically, I can always pick them up after the battle, so there's not a problem with that. Items, on the other hand, is going to be a little harder, but hey, we're doing what we can. That's really all it comes down to. Okay, what's over here?
I'm there.
Ah, Venom Manticores. We'll do a quick save because I'm satisfied with the result, and we'll engage these Manticores with eagerness, I'm sure. There we go. Steven and the wolf are getting really close and they're doing really well. Damage is going through quite easily, to boot. You can skin it for its corp or manticore pelt. We can get the Item called Atrocities, a Furious War Axe. It allows the wielder to use 4 additional rounds of rage per day. Which, I mean, that's pretty good. I'm certainly not complaining about that, that's for sure. I'll take all those. And that leaves this area cleaned up. But we're gonna have to keep going, so let's hope for our sake things are gonna go a lot better. Oh. Is there something? Ah, here it is. Heavy crossbow will drop. Price in... Yep. Drop. Price in descending order. Short bow will leave. Yeah. Alright, that leaves that area. I guess we press on the other way. Because we can't go to the other side, apparently. Which is odd, but okay. Alright. Off we go. Yeah, this is simple enough. Just take everything out. Like we are. With haste. I guess technically I could use the haste spell while I'm at it. Let's see, where is it? Haste, here we go. Might as well, right? Have a quicker movement as we engage. Take out everybody as quickly as we can. Here's bears are doing the military law. Interesting. Okay, a cleric of Gorham's trying to get in on this. It appears the direwolf is engaged.
I'm there.
That's fine. Ah, more individuals going in. Ham. Good thing it's pretty easy to deal with these guys. If it weren't for that fact, I'd probably be worried. Oh, Samuel's getting rocked hard. Let's back him off. Okay, Mistral, we're gonna want you on Cure Critical Wounds duty to heal Samuel, just in case. Want to be careful after all. To some extent, anyways. Okay, that's the archer done. Alright. Anything else around here that we can worry about?
In due time.
Let's see. Something here. Let's see. Items. Strop the light mace. Did they miss the... Hold on. Usually they capitalize, but I guess for the mace they didn't. Oh dear. That's a misspelling error on their part. Oh well. Alright, it appears we got some giants here. This one I'm not too worried about if we fail. I'm more so curious what's going to happen here, so... Brick talks to us. Talk to Brick. Too much fight, too little food. Not what was allies promised. Okay, so the dude literally just doesn't want to fight because he's not being promised enough food to eat.
Follow if you dare.
Which, I mean, it makes sense. They're giants, I guess. Okay, we got some merchants here. More loot, basically. Less corpses, more...
Well, it's done now.
Alright. Long spear is not masterwork, so we'll leave that behind. Okay, anything specific around here? I would imagine not, but you never know. Alright, before we press on, price in descending order has already been set, so we're going to get Cure Light Wounds now. And just get the healing going. Alright, that's the healing for him. Samuel next. And then we'll get the Cure Serious. There we go. Everybody else, though, perfectly fine. Perfectly aware, perfectly good. Alright. Let's organize up. Pause. Get the haste on. There we go. Let's go.
What I must.
Alright, let's engage. Oh. Take out the bear. Have Samuel go in. There we go. Alright, Cleric of Form's going nuts.
My gift to you.
Alright. It appears that the plan didn't go as expected, it seems. Alright, we'll grab those. Let's see, javelins, crossbows. Alright, short bow, grab that. Alright, grab those, grab this. Alright, flails, not masterwork. Great axes, not masterwork. Grab the gold. Okay, we got a push aside option, which we don't need to worry about right now, but it is an option there. Armag can no longer be trusted. Okay, so it seems like her plan worked. Or at least it seems like it. Copper ring. Cloak, or the Scroll of Restoration. Got some gold. Yeah, no, it appears the armies are not trusting of our Armag at this rate.
I'm off.
If only for the fact that Amiri did so dang well with her rolls there. Alright, nothing over here. That's fine. I half expected that. Alright. I'm gonna have to do a quick save, of course, but that's fine. Alright, quickly save. There we go. And off we go to the next stage, or next area here. We're probably gonna clear up... Actually, before we do, let's go out and let's clear up whatever else we can. Just in case, because you never know, right? There might be a significant battle that we missed, just in case, and I want to get as much experience from this place as possible.
I'm there.
So no skipping. And like I thought, yep, there's more. Okay. Alright, Samuel, you need to back off. There we go. Most of the buffers have been removed at this point, I think, but that's fine. As long as we're taking them out, killing them, you know how it be. And from here, we're just basically just sweeping the area, seeing if we missed anything. Probably didn't, but never hurts to check. Because there's things like that that just show up suddenly.
Follow if you dare.
Okay. From here, I guess it's just the shadows here, but we can check over here as well. Because I think there might be something. Or at least a little bit extra, for all we know. Oh, what's this? Frigid Touch, some more miscellaneous gear. I think that sword was normal, like most others were around here, so we'll just leave that there. Okay. I think that's it for that. Now we just have to check the other shaded areas and see if they are worth looting, put simply. Alright, nothing there. Ah! Combat. Alright. Wolf is next, basically. There we go. Simple enough. There we go. You get another set of corpses added to the pile. And it appears that there's a fight going on here. So we'll check that out. Wait, what the hell? Oh, hey. Dalaran Myrus. You see a group of Restovic soldiers giving you disturbed glances. A gnome who seems to be their leader waves around a holy symbol of Pharasma. At easy, people. They are on my side. Sheath your weapons. Who are you? Can't you tell? We're angels from the sky. Come to judge this sinful world. Come, mortal, kneel and pray. The gnome strikes a pose as the rest of the soldiers laugh boisterously. What do we look like? These tough sword lords are Sword Lord Germani's fighters, and I am Dalaran Myrus, their commander and regimental cleric. And you must be the new Baron of New America? Reports said you'd be bringing reinforcements soon. Oh, you're just in time. Now we'll give them what they deserve. Which deity are you serving? Oh, Pharasma, Lady of the Graves and Mistress of the Boneyard. She's the only goddess no one can avoid meeting. Not you, not me, not anyone. My lady's always busy when there's a war on. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing here? What are we doing here? Maybe some kind of open-air picnic? No, I don't see enough food for that. Maybe a traveling circus show? That doesn't seem likely. Sure, there are plenty of clowns and trained horses around, but I don't hear a band playing. Oh, I know! We must be Lady Germandi's reserve, ready to engage on the sound of her horn. What with being war and all. Yes, of course. Why didn't I see that straight away? I really don't like you. I really don't. But if she has a reserve, I guess it would make sense. Good luck in battle, I guess. Same to you. Show that pantless scum that they should have stayed out of Revoy. Right. Okay, well, I guess there's that. And I think that's all the things we can grab here that we could have seen. So yeah, no, that is our cue to head up north and gather what we can now, because we are running on fumes for resources now because the durations have expired. But that's fine. It was going to happen anyways. Okay. We'll do a quick save here, just to be safe. And off we go. Alright. But it seems like most people have just abandoned Armag for some reason. Armag can no longer be trusted. Yeah, there's a lot of opinions raised around Armag, and just not happy with him. General discontent, put simply. Makes sense, though, given the circumstances.
I'm there.
Child of the Wind. +3 heavy shield increases speed by 10. If I use shields, definitely worth it, but I don't, so useless. At least to me right now. Okay. There's a few other things here. We'll grab the agates, the potion, grab the gold. Orc double axe is nice, but not needed. There is a Reaper's Vest, though, which is nice. A +3 light-studded armor that gives +3 against shaken opponents' attacks. If you are a fear build, that is actually really fantastic. And you don't need to wear the armor, that is, but that's besides the point. It's pretty good all the same. But it seems that things did work out for them. Gwart, Sturgath, Amiri, Nilak, all were freed, in some sense of the word. And heck, the Defaced Sister was taken, so that's good. Get some of these potions. Great sword. Ancient Hunt. +2 to attack and damage against Fae with ranged attack rolls. Now that I can vibe with. Goodness knows we might need it. Does it specify... Okay, it provides lawful cold iron arrows. So, good if you're a ranged archer. Not good otherwise. Normally I would have given this to Compson because he's wielding the Necromancer's Staff, which enhances the power of undead. Alternatively, Monsoon would have been a good choice, but no. I literally don't have any ranged individuals aside from Compson, so... He will be wielding the Ancient Hunt until I can figure out something else for him. But I digress. You find Wart near Armag's tent. When he notices you, he raises his hand to greet you. He unties Amiri and Nilak. Both women rise to their feet, rubbing their numb wrists, and exchange smiles of triumph. Durgath greets you with a curt nod. Greetings, Wart. Was your riot a success? Yes and no. Armag is still alive, mad or not. He's still one of the strongest fighters in all Golarion. But that's not important right now. He abandoned his army in the middle of the battle. No one here will recognize him as a chieftain after that. So, Armag's on his own now. Not at all. There's still an entire army of brothers and sisters back in Numeria, ready to obey his every word. They'd rather call us traitors than give up the dream of great Armag once more leading them to glory. We could try appealing to their reason, but I fear this will end with the Tiger Lord splitting into two separate tribes. Where did he go, then? That's the creepy part. Our Armag spent a lot of time searching for the tomb of the ancient Armag, the hero of the past, whose incarnation he believes himself to be. I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor that he finally found it. He took a small squad with him. The sisters opened a portal for them, and that's the last we saw of him. I guess he's inside the tomb already, and what he's looking for there could make him terribly powerful. More powerful than any of us can imagine. Where's his tomb, then? Only Armag and the sisters know. You'll have to find it on your own. We have to stop this madman. Exactly. And you should be the one to do it, because we can't stay any longer. We're retreating to Numeria before another battle with the Brevins can start. So listen to me carefully. Find the tomb, find Armag, and kill him. If you don't, he'll be back soon enough with a new army, and then rest off with will fall. Not to mention your baronry. Amiri, are you alright? With a sour expression, Amiri shows you the hilt of her broken sword. Armag was really strong, the dirty piece of crap. But I survived, so hail Gorham, I guess. As for Armag, I'm still gonna get him. Hey, Durgath, I knew we'd meet again. That's right. Old Durgath's not so easy to kill. I'd ask you to share a drink or two with me again, but as you can see, now's not the best time. Nilak, what will happen to your tribe now? An evil spirit still haunts us. We won't survive on our own. We're going back to Numeria with Wart and the others. Farewell, then. I'll do all I can to stop Armag. I hope you can talk some sense into your tribesmen. Having exchanged farewell handshakes, the Tiger Lords leave the camp. Amiri, thank you for saving me. Desna be my witness. I didn't deserve it after all I said. Oh, don't talk rubbish, sis. You think I'd let you die here? I said a lot of stupid stuff back then, too. Sorry. I know you don't want to see our tribe anymore, but at least come visit us one more time. Many things have changed. We should talk, even if it's just one last time. Okay. Interesting. Well, if you say so. Fine. I'll come. But if anyone tries to send me to the women's side again, I won't be held responsible for what happens. I'll wait for you. Following the Tiger Lords, Neelok leaves the camp. And with that, the war is over. In a matter of minutes, no less. Which does speak volume for what has happened, though. For our army and whatnot. Now we just got to report to Jarmondi because basically the fight's over at this point, so yeah. Report to her, then we'll get going. Simple enough. Alright, the Brevoy soldiers are around, and it appears that Natala Sertova is here, alongside Jarmondi, apparently. Huh.
The barbarians have retreated. Congratulations, my friend. You've managed the best kind of victory. A bloodless one.
Jarmondi Eldori greets you with a firm handshake. Castle Eldori bows before you. You've saved my life many times today, Your Grace. I thank you on behalf of this entire army.
A brilliant victory, Baron. I've no doubt that the noble house you will found will in time gain great glory, and bards will sing its praises in every tavern.
Huh. I don't fight for glory. My reasons are much more substantial than that.
I haven't the slightest doubt of that. I wonder what it cost the Aldori to receive such services.
I can't believe you hear coins jingling behind every interaction, like some pathetic shopkeeper. Have you been a ruler for so long that you only see others as servants? Maybe try reading through your family's chronicles sometime. The concept of honor once meant something to your ancestors.
Ooh. Seems there's some tight strings going on there. Ugh.
The deeds of the Baron in his lands are already worthy of legend. He has proven he has the virtues necessary to be not just a Baron, but to be a true king.
Things just keep becoming more interesting with you. So, near Restov's border, where once only impenetrable woods, monster lairs, and bandit dens were found, a real kingdom is emerging? I confess you have surprised me. Well, I won't object. It will be entertaining to see how that turns out.
Oh, it certainly will.
I haven't the slightest doubt that this man will become one of the best kings the River Kingdoms have ever known.
Oh, I think Steven's become neutral. Oh no. Okay. Stephen Armstrong bows slightly to both ladies. Brevoy is experiencing some hard times right now. Internal feuds threaten to bring real disaster. My kingdom and I are ready to act as a guarantor of peace.
You take upon yourself a heavy and thankless burden, but I believe you're up to the challenge.
I agree. I suppose that would be best for us all.
Would it not?
And now, let me bid you farewell. I was truly happy to meet you face to face once more. With all my heart, I wish your young kingdom great prosperity. And I hope your newly established noble family will have a long and glorious history.
Right, right.
Well, Your Highness, it's time to get ready for the coronation. You'll probably want to restore order within your lands first. As I'm sure you'll agree, it would certainly be odd to hold a celebration with monsters roaming the land and a crazed barbarian chieftain still at large. Once these issues are resolved, I'll be happy to see the region once known as the Stolen Lands become a full-fledged country, led by a truly noble sovereign.
That is true.
Till we meet again at your coronation.
Indeed, indeed. After a farewell handshake, Jarmondi leaves as well, her fighters following close behind. And the Hour of Rage has been completed.
I'm there.
Now, I was not expecting us to have an alignment shift. We have turned full-on neutral. I see. That means I do believe that my monk abilities are off, or disabled, I think. Hold on, let me see. Abilities. Alright, class, hold on. Because usually monks can only be a specific sort of law, or they can only be a specific alignment. So seeing it different is kinda weird. Alright, so for this circumstance, I'm gonna have to prepare Atonement, I think, before I have to, before I do anything else. Because Atonement is a special spell that will help fix this issue. Which I wasn't exactly expecting to be an issue to begin with, so all the more reason to do it. What I'm probably going to do, though, before I leave is basically loot everything. I'm probably going to be overburdened, but that is par for the course, honestly. So I'll quickly do that. Let's collect off everything. Alright, there's only a few things left here. So I'll quickly go over those. We've already gotten that loot, so... Alright, let's see. Price in descending order. We're gonna drop everything that is mundane in nature. Because that is not worth our time. Nor our money. Alright, drop the great swords. Alright, come on. Alright, that is the mundane item sorted. Now for the more heavier items. So we're going to drop the leather armor. We'll drop the hide armor next. Alright, almost there. Yeesh. Well, at least I can, God, it's so hard to move this stuff, jeez. Alright, we'll keep the chain shirts because they are equal price. We're still heavy loaded, but that's fine. We can deal with that, at the very least. There appears to be some other loots that we can rely on, but we won't focus into those. Alright, there's something here as well. Grab that while we can.
I managed it.
Alright. There's ferocious wolves. Honestly, not really worth it, but I can still go to that bag, I suppose. We'll just have... Yeah. We'll get Steven going over to here, because he's a bit faster. But everybody else will focus on the wolves to skin and collect their pelts. Alright. There we go. The wolves here get skinned. Skin collect. There we go. We'll grab that. And that is a magical item, so yeah, nice. Just get everybody here. Alright, Wolf next, and there we go. Once everybody's back, we should be good to go to leave, which, while tedious, it needs to be done. So yeah. But I think that's everything. It's not like we need anything from the other tidbits here and there. It's not like a pressing concern after all. It's like bags, I guess. Yeah. It's basically just a bunch of sacks. There's a box here, there. Nothing too concerning. Nothing too concerning in the slightest. But it seems I've turned neutral, which is not good, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave. We're gonna go back to our kingdom, assuming we can. If not, then we'll just work something out, I'm sure. And yeah, go from there, I guess. Because that's just how the kingdoms be. Alright. Okay, so there's should be something here. I haven't found it yet, so it's probably restricted by level more than anything. Which does suck, but that's fine. Okay, we're gonna quickly rush over back to the kingdom because we have business to uphold. We're gonna avoid the encounter because we have bigger fish to fry currently. The sooner the better, after all. Kingdom. Let us see. The darkness retreats in 10 upper steps. Good. We've got the trade agreement. Lindsay's waiting in the castle, so we got yet another issue popping up. So much edicts, so much issues. Alright. It appears that the country is currently worried, so we'll be suffering a -1 for now. We could get a bonus, but that's fine. We'll just worry about it later. Sertova will wait on. Okay. For now, let's just get over. Let's go get over there, even if we're exhausted, and we'll go from there. Okay, come on. The sooner it's cleared up, the better. Oh, another kingdom edict. Or something's popped up anyways. Got an unexpected visitor. We got a project, which is a new phase in the capital, which we're going to need Valerie for. But we can worry about that once Valerie is released from her duties. So that is, again, another issue that we can resolve later. Okay. I should be able to rest at the capital. So once we get there, we can rest. And we do have the option of teleporting if we so desire now, which is good. It means that we can teleport to and fro with ease. Alright, we're going to go to the tavern because that will be the easiest way to sell. Or at least it'd be the most efficient way to sell, I should say. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to sell everything here. And then we'll go. Simple as that.
Adventures can wait.
Alright, Helena. Good day to you. I have the rock egg, by the by. She throws her hands up. You have no idea how thankful I am, Your Grace. All my life I've dreamed of cooking one of these eggs. And the timing couldn't be better. What are people talking about? People say different things, Your Grace. One says he turned away for a moment, and someone stole the hand from his table. Another one is missing his sausages. A third one says someone locked all his hens in the attic and ate all their eggs, raw. So far, I haven't noticed anything missing around here. Knock on wood. Knock, knock. Alright, show us what you have. But we do have the egg situation sorted, so that's good. we can basically sell everything here without too much concern. So we'll get that out of the way so we got plenty of gold to work with. I'm going to keep the shield and the Reaper vest just in case. You never know, there might be something interesting in there. The rest I will have to debate on. But it's probably going to start with getting rid of the +2 gear in favor of the +3 gear. So yeah, we'll start getting rid of the +2 gear and then we'll go from there. Alright, this should be good. Alright, ready, and off we go. Oh, whoops, I accidentally sold the dagger, which is not supposed to be sold. So we'll get that back. There we go. Alright, price and descending order. We still got these things, so we'll offer up what we can. We'll sell those. We'll keep the Eyes of the Eagle. Enchanter's Cape we keep. The Amulet of Mighty Fists we don't need. Sell the Belts of Giant Strength, +1. Sell the Belt of Incredible Dexterity. Mighty Constitution. Cloak of Resistance, +2. Fine. Bracelet of Armor, +5 we should sell. We're fine with everything else except for the Headband and Cloak of Resistance. I guess we can also sell the Enchanter's Cape because we don't need it. We'll keep the Ring of Reckless Courage because it's nice. We'll keep the Cloak of Sold Souls. Belts of Giant Strength, +4 we can sell, I guess, as well as the Belt of Physical Perfection. That leaves us with 73k to work with. And we are only at 800 weight, but we do have near over 200k now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the throne room, I believe, to check out what Lindsay wants to talk about and any other situations that are going to pop up, but other than that, we should be fine. Alright. Good day there, Lindsay. Imagine that. King! You know, I've always believed in you. You keep it up and who knows, in a couple of years you might even become an emperor. Well, that Armag, he and those creepy sisters barely managed to find the tomb. How are we gonna find it? I mean, I suppose I have a bit of an idea, but I'm not sure. I have scouts we can send to the Glenbon uplands. They can scour out the location for us. Seriously? You have your own scouts? Well, I don't know why I'm surprised. You're soon to be king. Fine then, let them search. We could also ask the Tiger Lords. Sorry, but that's a dead end. I already chatted them up a bit, and they know about the same as we do. The tomb is somewhere in the Glenbon uplands, and Glenbon is, well, you know, big. Like, really big. Well, what's the idea of yours? Go ahead and share, it can't hurt. We're not the first to live in these lands. Countless other people were here before us. Maybe they knew something about the tomb. If we could find some archives from previous inhabitants of the Stonelands, like the dwarves maybe? Truth be told, I don't really know where to look for them, but the lands are swarming with ruins. There must be an archive or two left somewhere. I mean, maybe. Hopefully. And there's also the option that we have. The same way we always do. We pack our things up and go find it. But yeah, the scouts are probably the best option. I will go give other orders. Let's do it then. Let's find the tomb. We have to hurry. Who knows what Armag might do given enough time there. That is true. We don't exactly want him to be around. Oh. Hello. A dismal silence hangs in the hall as the figure of a new visitor appears at the door. He's taller than anyone else present and seems to be made of subtle folds and sharp angles, from his metal mask to his scarlet cape. And he literally reeks of evil. Cold, calculating, unrelenting. Greetings to the ruler of this land. An expressive male's voice carries across the hall. The visitor bows politely. I've come from afar to discuss a matter of considerable importance, and I hope for a civilized conversation. Let me introduce myself. I am called the Forefather, and I serve the illustrious Queen Malathala. I am a devil. What brings you here? I came simply to pay my regard to the lawful ruler. It is my manner to conduct myself in this way. The devil managed to make a few gestures and says something indistinguishable. Both he and you seem to be enclosed in an invisible ring. The outside world shines through dimly. Its sounds are barely audible. A modest precaution. Others should not hear what I have to say. I have news of someone you know, young Kanara and Kaliki. One of them is in great danger, and they both share a single fate. They must have told you by now of a soul eater who killed Kanara. I should imagine that by disclosing their secret and true names to you, the poor children deprived Kanara of protection from this deadly foe. The Soul Eater has picked up her scent, and will soon be here. You will need my help to deal with it. What is your interest in Kanara and Kaliki? My interest in these lost children is special. I would even say familial. It's my blood that runs through their veins. A long, long time ago, I gave a night of passion to a young follower of the Malhala cult. Her soul has writhed in agony in the flames of hell for many years, and yet I still feel a vague joy when I see the offspring of our alliance walking the sunlit lands of Quadira. I am their forefather, and not only by name. Alright, what do you suggest? I can lure the Soul Eater to appear at the right time and place. I even know of a way to be rid of it, once and for all, without any fuss. If you are willing, then come with Kaliki to the barrens of the southern borders of the Kamalands. It must be Kaliki. We cannot risk her sister being found. We will meet there, and resolve the matter once and for all. Fine. I will come to the agreed place. The devil makes another half bow. I enjoy dealing with a reasonable and civilized mortals. So long. Well then. That is another thing to tack on to our ever-growing list of problems and issues that seem to be just rocking the nation here. Which I'm not liking. Because each day is just getting way more chaotic than the last. Okay. Varnhold militia is just going to keep going. We're going to have to wait 14 days before we can start doing that whole mission. But that is not a concern for us because we've got business to do literally everywhere else. So, oh boy, we've got a major set of tasks going for us. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'll leave your legends. Let's talk again sometime. Okay. Let's go into our inventory first and foremost. Alright, we are going to drop off... what? We're going to drop off the Cloak of Souls. we're going to drop off the Ring of Reckless Courage. Because each are artifacts, so might as well just keep them around, if only for the sake of preservation. And let's get going. Now, because of our situation and setup, let's see. I think the first order of business is to deal with the Betrayer's Flight, which is the Candlemere Bloom here. So we'll start with this. It appears that we can go to the dungeon with Varn, so we'll be doing that in a bit. But that is a concern for later. We've got 4 quests of co-companion versions, so we'll have to do that in the meantime as well. The Baron gave his consent to deploy a garrison of Hell Knights to his nation. Okay. Annexation, loyal servants, build a kingdom. Alright. Then I only have one other thing to do. And that is to go out. We need to go to the main square real quick. We need to get some items prepped ahead of time. And then we should be good to go, for the most part. But it's mainly the fact that we just need to restore our alignment to lawful evil. So we're going to get an atonement spell. And I do believe the best way to get atonement is literally through Jod. Unless I am mistaken. But I do believe that is the only way to go about it.
How may I serve you,
Alright. Price in descending order. Let's see. Here we go. A Scroll of Atonement. Using this scroll absolves you of your sins and returns your alignment to the state it was at first level. We're going to get 2 of these. One for now and one in the near future, because I know for a fact that I'm going to slowly start changing back into neutral, I suspect. Because goodness knows, I'm going to be doing that quite a lot, so... Alright, Atonement. I am now back to lawful evil. Good. Now I don't need to worry about a dang thing. But before I do go, let us organize our things. So, let's see. I need to meet Nilak, I need to help the dwarves, I need to deal with the goblins at Trading Post, and I need to take Kaliki to the Southern Barrens. So basically I need to go talk with the sisters and go let them know about it. Nice, there's honey. Cool. Alright, I'll just quickly go through the conversations. Thank you for your answers. Okay. Alright. That's them dealt with. Grab those. Appears that we got quite a bit of loot. Alright. That's locked, so we won't pry. The tiefling girl looks at you from under her lashes, curling a strand of hair around her finger. Of course you recognize me, but I'm Kanara. Alright, I'm just going to speed through this. I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm just going to quickly just go through this. I'm not going to bother with this conversation. I've already gone through it. I'm sure you guys are interested, but if you're curious at that point, you might as well just Google it. I'm not going to go through it. But yeah, this is just me just going through here. Okay, what else is there? You know, the Fourth Father came to talk to me. Kanara gives you a wry smile. What a surprise. It's a little wonder that he came to you instead of me. He expects hierarchy, as devils should. So what did he want? He wants to help us get rid of the soul leader that's hunting you. We should take whatever advantage of the situation we can, no matter what methods we have to use. Dealing with devils. One must never drop one's guard, not even for a moment. But it's also true that it's best not to ignore them or their warnings, especially when they involve mortal threats. And when it's your own life in the balance. The soul leader, no matter how hard I try, I'm never able to think of our last encounter as just another unpleasant episode of my past. Maybe it's because I understood perfectly what was happening. I was completely alone losing a fight being killed by a monster that would eat my soul, and I would lose everything, even in afterlife. Alright, I'd like to talk to your sister. Yep. I'm just going to quickly go through the conversations. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay, how is it looking? Alright. Alright. Apologies if I'm taking so long doing this. I'm just roughly going through them. I have important news for you. The devil known as the Forefather came to me. Kaliki turns pale. What did he want? He offered his help against the soul leader who killed Kanara. I'd rather not deal with such a creature, but... well, he wants you and I to go to the Barrens to deal with the soul leader who killed Kanara. He said he's ready to help, apparently. Oh, the soul leader's returned. I don't know what to do, Stephen Armstrong. I'm worried sick. A devil's guile knows no bounds, but my sister's in danger. I beg you, at least try to find out what the Forefather is plotting, and whether the soul leader really is once more at our heels. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we need you to talk with your sister. Alright, so long. Alright, let's go.
I'm there.
Off we go. And with that, we just dip, I guess. We're gonna still have to keep to our original goal, which is to... we'll keep with our original party for now, but we are gonna definitely have to swap them out once we get to the position that we are. Or once we finish with the other part of the quest line that we have to do. So once we're done with that, we will get going and we'll see what happens, basically. We'll try to do our best to get as much things as done as possible.
Can wait.
Alright, gonna quickly camp, we're gonna get our rations, we'll begin resting, and we are good to go at that point. Alright. 6 rations, camp camouflage done, excellent fish on a stick. Let's go. Our kingdom edicts are doing well, so let's see how that's turning out. High Priest seeks my advice. Oh boy. Okay, I guess I can do that while I'm here. I mean, it's not gonna affect me too much, I don't think. Go to the throne room, then we'll dip out once we're done. Because each one is just tedious after the other. which, you know, half expected. Half expected. Stephen Armstrong, I have curious news. Rumor has it that there's a cult in your lands that twists the teaching of Rostil. They say the forests are depleted, and the gods demand blood sacrifices to restore the powers of the woods. They paint their faces and kill anyone they come across in the forest. Of course, the Rostil's worshippers condemn the new cult, and expect you to deal with it decisively. It's up to you whether you'll order your general to send in forces, or condemn this new cult through your Councilor. You may even ask your treasurer to pay the ransom, in hopes they'll leave. Harem clenches his beard and his fist and gives you a sidelong look. It is for you to decide. But -3 community, loyalty, and stability with -7 divinity. Oh boy. Negatives upon negatives upon negatives. Things are just getting way worse for us.
In due time.
Alright, let's start dealing with all these god dang issues. If we don't, who is, right? Alright. To Candlemere. Via the shortest route we can feasibly make. Alright. Cobalt Trail. Yeah, we don't need to worry about those. Alright. Let's see, how's our Kingdom Mead going? We got a Divine at least for it, so... Gardeners of Faith. The cultists have armed themselves with bows and set out to the forest, murdering every passerby for the glory of Erastil. People are terrified, and now the... Yeah. Not good. I'm probably gonna have to send Jubilist on this, so... I guess, yeah, Jubilist will start with it. Of course, I could have sent my general to deal with it, but sooner is better than later for now, so... Alright, let's save here. We've already got our spells restored, so we don't need to worry about that. But we should worry about the immediate future, so we'll buff up before we go anywhere near that area. Probably gonna have to use some spell resistant, or the energy resists, but nothing too complex should be happening here. But oh dear, it seems like something's going on at least. How's our carry weight? It's light, so we're not an issue there. Alright, first, we should buff with Mistral. Alright, remove fear. Delay poison communal. See invisibility communal. I guess we could technically use Good Hope here, but we'll hold off for now. We'll definitely use Barkskin though. Alright. Barkskin. Steven should get Barkskin on. We'll get Protection from Arrows communal. Get the Feather Step. We'll get Heroism on everybody, but except for Thompson, anyways. Alright. Now for everybody else. Like so. And finally, Magic Fang Greater. I put Major on him, so that's not an issue. Okay. Now we can go without too much hassle. At least I hope. Alright, let's save, because this is literally the best we can do here, so... Yeah, let's just hope we get some good results here. Let's see. What is going on here? It appears we've got Dwemer cats, so basically people who are gonna make charge attacks against us with teleports and all that jazz. Okay, Owlbear next. Alright. Well, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, it's just some Dwemer cats. owlbears. Okay, so basically the bloom is popping up here, which we don't want. That is not a good thing. Ah, quickwood. I do believe we fought one of these, or at the very least we've fought with a similar natured thing like this. Thankfully, we are very easily able to take him out. Kind of used to their fighting style after all. Okay, we're gonna need to organize back up because we've got more shit to fight at this point. Owlbear. Alright, 2 owlbears shouldn't be too hard to take out. Especially if we got the damage for it. Ah, trip. Nice. Skin collect. Alright, before we move on any further, there is items that we haven't equipped yet. It appears that there's the double axe, which is also nice, but not needed. We've got the speed javelin as well, alongside the shock javelin. Do we want the speed javelin, though? I mean, it'd be a little better than the ornery. Yeah, the ornery gives a 5 to mobility, but that's about it. Alternatively, I go with shock javelin, which deals more damage. I think I'll go with speed javelin for Samuel, because it's more attacks, if anything. And the shock javelin only gives a +2 versus the usual +3 here. For the Menace Storm, it's a +2 Thundering Hammer, so D6 is Sonic. I should be fine there. Sundowner has the Devourer of Metal, so it's not that much of an issue for him to wield it. So we'll just leave it at that, I guess. Alright, now for the Dwemer Cats. In abundance, that is. Easy enough to take him out, though. I suspect. There we go. Yeah, that's easy. Alright, that's them dealt with. Let's skin, collect, and let's go deal with this. Because now the big issue of the fight is done. Well, basically we can deal with this issue now. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just getting off track, I think. The point is that we're ready to fight, is all I'm trying to say. Okay. Alright. Well, that's that. Get this. Skin, collect. Alright, what else we got? Nothing too special, nothing too fantastic, just more combat-based things, I would suspect. Anything down here? No. Alright, let's climb the hill. Okay. The issue's probably over here. And it's over by where the man was trying to protect that portal, I guess. Ah, dude died. Rip, I guess. He tried. +2 quarterstaff, a cloak of resistance +1, and his breastplate. As you approach, the portal starts to close. The last thing you see on the other side is a tall statue with a tall statue with a stag's head, with ancient stairs visible behind it. I see. Interesting. Well, that does mean that we've got to go to the Stag Wolves area again. Oh boy. Alright. Alright.
We will be victorious.
There we go. More Dwemer Cats, it seems. There we go. Let's post up. There we go. Oh, there we go. And the portal closes. Okay, so the portal has closed. Good. Not so good is that we've got to go somewhere else. But it's not like we got much of a choice here. At the very least, the bloom portal here has closed. That means we have a chance to stop this issue at some point. We're just gonna have to do some traveling, mainly. Okay. Stone is covered with jagged black spirals. Yeah. Alright, descend down. It's not like anything's here anymore, so we're just gonna have to dip through. We'll rush forward back to the boat. But yeah, we got to go to the Stag Lord's Temple, which is a very old place that we used to go to. Oh, thank you for following, Rye. Always appreciated. How you doing? Okay, because of this issue, now we've got to go to... where is it? We can either teleport to Talzaford, which won't solve our issue. We need to go over to... where is it? It's somewhere around here. Old Oak. Here we go, the Temple of the Elk. The closest position is Talzaford, so if we teleport to Talzaford thanks to Tuskdale's teleport here, then we should be able to make it without too much hassle. It's going to take 15 hours to get there, versus the 1 day it'll take there, and it'll take 1 day, 12 hours to get there. So if we teleport from here, and we go here, then we cut the time just a little bit. At least I think we do. Oh wait, there's no crossing here, so no, it wouldn't affect the time too much. So we're gonna have to take the straight and narrow. Which kinda sucks, but considering what we have to do, it's not that bad. At the very least, our progression is rather speedy in this case. As long as we do it fast, we should be fine.
Adventures can wait.
Oh, okay. But I digress. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Alright, let's do a quick rest. We got rations. We'll do that rest. We should be fine. And we're good to go. 6 rations, camp camouflage, cooking. And we're going to need every tidbit we can because of this incident. Or for all of this. So, we should be ready. We should be ready for everything, hopefully.
Their life ends here.
Oh dear. That's not good. Okay. Boogeyman's robe thankfully activates. Alright. We'll quickly organize up. Pilgrim. Good day. Alright. Skin, collect, skin, collect. We'll collect the composite longbow and change shirt while we're at it. But I will organize everything else right now to start with. So we should probably start buffing. We're going to want remove fear. We're going to want delay poison communal. See invisibility communal. What else? We're also going to want actually good hope, but I'm going to hold off on that for now. So we can get Thompson's buffs going. We'll get some bark skin. We'll get bark skin on everybody who's going melee. Mistral, or rather Steven, we're going to activate your bark skin ability. Because monk. We'll get some Protection Arrows Communal. We'll get some Feather Step Communal. We'll get some Major Fang. And that should be all the buffs we need.
I don't need anyone.
But I will be activating Good Hope here. Because goodness knows we might need it. Alright. Now we can get going. Let us deal with the Primal Manticore And we'll have the wolf deal with the other one as we focus on each individual one. Okay. Here we go. That wasn't too bad. Skin collects. Then we go over to here. Skin that, collect that. And let's see. The water is crystal clear and seems to radiate a gentle, soothing light, so it still seems to be working, the liquid lake, but it seems to be overrun by most beasts. But there is a portal here, so that's a plus. All right, off we go. Let's go in to the temple of, or at least the balloon. Oh, 1 second.
There's something here.
Alright, I am back. Sorry for that. Okay, I'm going to quickly disarm this trap. And it seems like we got some tasks ahead of us. And quite a lot, I would imagine. I have been through this area before. But it shouldn't be that hard, I don't think.
This will be quick.
We just have to be ready, aware of these, mainly. Yeah, sneak attacks, not fun. Alright, but otherwise it's easy, I think. What's this? This is Defender's Bulwark. A tower shield, if I'm not mistaken, which is I think an endgame weapon? I don't know. Okay, what do we got here? Alright, let's organize like so. And from here we collect those. It seems we got a note with orders. Should probably deal with the red cap before we do anything else. Okay. Thankfully they're really easy to deal with, so I'm not complaining. And we're good to go.
Well, it's
as easy as just setting them down. This magical circle was created to maintain a spell. Someone has recently wiped away the inscriptions. The door has a rusty lock that was recently broken as well. Okay, so somebody has broken in here recently, basically, is what I'm reading here. Okay. We'll deal with that mimic first. There we go. Alright, mimics. Fun. Seems we got some more treasure here. Short spear, silver powder. Alright. Yeah, it's not bad. Thorax pendant. We got another door here, it seems. And yet another trap, which we can easily disable, I do believe. Thanks to Sundowner being our fantastical rogue. Alright.
Interesting.
A secret wall behind this, which leaves us a small little room here. Before we do anything here, let's do a save just in case, because goodness knows it might cause something chaotic to happen. And it appears we're left with a you can see a melted magical inscription on the unlit candles. The floor is covered with magical circles, with inscriptions hurriedly erased, apparently. Okay, so if you activate these, it turns off that one. Alright, what about this then? What happens here? That turns off that one, but it turns on that. Alright, what if you turn on this one then? That turns off both. What does this turn off? Or turn on? Okay, that keeps that on. What about this one then? Okay, that turns off this one. So what does this turn on and off? Okay, that turns off these two. What about this one again? What was it? Alright, it turns on that and turns off that. What about this? That turns on that and that. This leaves this one then, which turns off these two, which you need to turn this on, I do believe. And I think this turns off this one? Yeah. So now you're left with this one, which you need to turn off, or turn on. Then you're left with these two. Okay, what about this then? Okay, that turns that off, but it turns this one on. What about this? Okay, it turns these off. So repeating that does that, I assume. Yeah. And what about this? Oh wait, hold on. You do it properly. Okay. And I guess this turns that off, right? No, it turns those on, and that leaves this one. That one needs to turn on, so that turns off. How does this one turn on? Okay, that turns those off. But it otherwise just swaps, basically. Which is not good. What about this? That turns those off. Alright, how about this? Okay, those turn on. So we'll turn those off. How about this? What does this turn off? Okay. Oh, that turns off those. Alright, hold on. Let me do a quick Google search. It'll just be easier that way. Save us all the trouble. Alright, where is this? This is the abandoned keep, it seems. Okay. Alright, I imagine there's two ways you can go with the abandoned keep puzzle. But to give a rough idea, each is color coded in a specific way, and I'm going to use this as a sort of guideline. Can I minimize this or open a new tab? No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, no. It doesn't do anything if I do it that way. Alright, so I'm going to just move this to the side for now and just hope I have enough room, which I do, thankfully. Okay, so this is the northernmost candle, so this is probably red, or so it's showing. So there is six colors that is represented, starting with this, which I believe is red. So red affects this one, or orange affects this one and this one supposedly. So, which it does. So if we want to turn off all of these candles to start with, then we should, what do we need to do? Alright, this one turns this one. Okay, so this one will turn these two off, I do believe. So if I turn that on, that'll turn that off. Okay, so we turn this one on, that'll turn that one off.
In due time.
So if we do that, then we can turn this off, and then we can turn these off, like so. Or at least we turn this one on, and these go off. And then, of course, there is the blue one here, which turns this one off as well. So this is an option as well. Yeah, there's a lot of organization here. Okay. But the point is that red turns off this one. So this one would, when it's naturally turned on, is going to turn these on. Okay, if we click yellow, it'll turn off the orange. It'll turn off orange and blue. So for that, we're going to want to activate purple, so it turns these on. So that way, we can activate yellow here to turn these off.
I'm there.
And that would leave the red and green candles, which we will turn off now. Okay. And from there, we activate... Alright, so orange... So we got the orange one and the purple one now active. So if we activate the blue one, it'll turn the blue one on. But it'll turn off the purple, leaving the yellow to turn off the other two. Like so. And that should be it. That's one part of the puzzle, technically. So, now that we've turned it off... yeah. No, it basically turns off, and then we've got the puzzle down. I thought we had to turn all of them on, but I guess that isn't the case. That's fine, though. I'm fine with it. Oh dear, negative levels. That's not good. Let's down a flask here, real quick. Get some AC. Get some more AC while we're at it. There we go. Oh dear. Well then. Hopefully I didn't lose too much progress, but knowing my luck, I guess we'll see. Won't we? Ah, good. It's a good thing I saved here. Okay, thank goodness. Of course, though, that means I'm going to have to do the puzzle right over again, which is another... which is a blunder on my part, but that's fine. Alright. At the very least, my duration, to a degree, has been reset. Alright, let us organize, post up like here. There we go.
Weapons, spells, poisons. The art of killing is so diverse these days. A shame one life is not enough to master them all.
Okay, so if I activate red, that turns this one off. That leaves that one on, and these two on. So the blue one would activate this one and this one, turning them off, but it'll turn that one on. Which we don't exactly want. We want to turn... Well, do we want this one on? Because that will activate the purple, which will turn this off, leaving the green on. I mean, yeah, I guess. We could just activate them all and go from there.
I'm there.
It'd be interesting to see, that's for sure. Okay. From here, we can turn this one off, which will turn this one off and turn that on. Okay. Okay, what else can we do here? Alright, so to turn this one on, we need to activate either the red one here or the yellow, which will turn this one off, but that one on. Okay. I guess we turn this one off. Then we can turn this one on. Or we could activate this one, then we can go from there, I guess. Alright, the point is I activate this, so it activates these two, and then we got the last one here, which does require some finagling, of course. This one activates these two, which will turn them off. We want the red one to activate, so we want that to be orange, so turn this off, turn this on.
I do what I must.
So turn this one on. That'll turn these two on. Then we got the blue, which will turn these two off. Like so. Oh, come on. Come on. Turn these on. That'll turn these two off. So that leaves us getting these two, which is much harder than expected. So if we turn off the green, then we can activate the purple, which is not good. No, we want the blue to activate these two. Alright, so we activate the blue here, then we activate the green and red, which is these two. And then we should be able to or reverse click, or get them reverse placed. Okay. Then we activate this one, I think. Alright, that activates those. Then we've got this one, which activates the red and yellow here. So we just go through the stages here, I guess. That leaves this one, which is yellow. It'll turn off blue and orange if we go on the one directly. But if we activate blue, it'll turn this one off, turn these two off, and then purple turn green off. So before that, I think we need to turn this one on, like so. We turn this one off, like so. Then we turn this off. I might have been wrong. Hold on. Great. Okay, hold on. What I might need to do is this, then I need to turn this on. Yep, there we go. Turn this on. God. Alright, turn this one now. And then we've basically moved it over to yellow. And with yellow, we just need to move it to orange and then move it to red. Alright, so with yellow, you need to turn this one off. Okay, I think I got it. So turn this one on, and then we turn this one. And we should have them all turned on, which will do something. Which it didn't. Great. So yeah, it literally is a puzzle that you have to turn off the candles, not on. Which is annoying, but hey, that's what I expected. We'll reload it regardless, just hope it's fine that way, and then we'll just try and get the puzzle correctly this time. Okay, because of these on, we're dealing with a red, purple, and yellow.
I am never wrong.
So if we want to turn this on properly, what we want to do is we want to get... and we want to turn everything off, so... in that case, we want to turn this one on, which will turn for purple. Oh, God. This is a lot of organization, basically. I wasn't exactly expecting this, is what I'm gonna say. Basically, we just have to reverse the polarities here on these two. So that way, both these two are lit or unlit, either way. As long as they are both unlit and lit, they're fine. Okay, if we turn this off, then the purple will turn off and the yellow will turn off. So with that, it should work. Because once those are off, then these are technically on. Which means we can activate this one. Oh wait, hold on. If we activate purple, then they're both on. So that's good. But what we want is to turn them off, so let's keep them off, I guess? No, we need to use orange, and then it's done. Okay, so before we do that then, let's activate our potion here, let's activate shield. And this should be an easy puzzle. So let's do save, get ready for the fight that's about to happen, and let's get going. There we go. Okay. Let's get ready for the worst. We'll get a dazzling display off, I guess. No, we need to attack first. That is the most important here. Alright, Monsoon's going nuts. That's fine. Alright, get the wolf going over here. Get these two in. Come on, you guys. You need to attack. Come on.
This should do it.
Okay, Steven's going nuts. Good. There we go. Still a miss, but that's fine. We still have good hope, so we're just gonna have to hope that we get some hits. But hey, that's par for the course. We got it done, so let's do this. Come on. Close some links because we've already done those. Oh, hold on. Oh dear, Samuel's getting focused on. That's not good.
Quickly.
Alright. 4 negative levels, but a lot of HP loss. So swap him over to the javelin set now. We're gonna want the wolf to back off now. There we go. Oh, negative level. Oh dear. That's not good. But it's not like we can do much about it. The most we can hope for is that things just go well for us. Let's get Greater Bane active. Let's activate Justice as well. Why isn't Greater Bane activated? Come on. Come on, activate Judgment Justice as well. I guess not. Oh, Steven's getting thwomped. Alright, Mistral, I need you to cure. Come on.
Still got it.
Okay. Steven, you're suffering quite a bit. It's only negative levels though, man. You gotta keep going, despite all of it. Alright, he might actually want displacement, so 1 second. Let us down a equip displacement, down it. I might also need the shield buff as well. Alright, let's activate shield as well. Oh dear. Come on. Are you kidding? Oh man, that's a powerful enemy. Unexpectedly strong. It's been a while. Then again, not completely a while, but still, quite a while. Alright, I'm going to need some buffers here. The best course of action I can probably do is use the Wand of Shield here. I can't really think of much else I can do here in this circumstance, so I'll do that. I'll throw down a Peridot Wyvern. Alright, let's just hope we do better. Alright. Peridot Wyvern goes in. We'll have it bait the attacks for a bit. Alright, Compson, we're gonna want you on undead duty. There we go. Samuel, back off. Alright, they're gonna start focusing on the undead, which is good. We'd rather that than anything else. There we go. More undead, where that came from. He's focusing Steven, which is alright. I'd rather that than anything else. Activate that so we have more saves. Not that we need it, of course, but it is an option. Alright. To that end, let us give Bless to everybody, so that way they can potentially get better. If only by a small margin. There we go. Stephen Armstrong is suffering a negative level, which is not good. Let's see. We can entangle, blind, or sicken if worse comes to worse. Do we have anything to cure, though? No, temporary ability damage is a thing, but not the more permanent. Okay. Done. Just barely. Thank you, undead. You are a godsend in most cases. Alright, I'll take everything. And we can get going now. Because that is literally all that there is for this room, I do believe. Rip Peridot Wyvern, I guess. But that's fine. He did his due duty, so I'm not complaining. Okay, let's go back into the fungal room, I guess. This place is brimming with a wild, unpredictable force that makes your skin tingle. Using any kind of magic here may prove a real challenge. So yeah, buffing here, not completely viable. That is why using magic here is a dangerous thing. To give you a rough idea, every spell you cast, either arcane or divine, has a 50% chance of failure. That means when you're in the area here, specifically, it means you have, well, 50% chance not to cast a dang thing. Which is not good. Alright, we've got Bone Mail, which is a medium armor. It's a +9 armor that gives DR5 bludgeoning and immunity to cold damage. Which is actually a fantastic find. Now, of course, we need to give it to somebody. I'm not sure who, though. We could give it to Samuel, which he'd be a pretty good option because he's got adamantine half-plate currently. So he's currently got a DR3, but we shouldn't give it to him. I think we give it to Mistral, because not only does it make her immune to cold damage, but it gives her a DR, which she does seem to be lacking. Of course, mind you, her AC's doing fine right now, but if we do pump her with this, and give her a dex bonus at some point, it will be a little bit better for her. So that is an option. So we'll get her that later, but for now, shouldn't be an issue. Amulet of Natural Armor +3. Everybody seems to be fine on the amulet department. Some have benefits that differ from everybody else. But we should definitely get a +2 to Monsoon, so we'll give him that. And if he ever needs it, we can get him another amulet. But we shouldn't need to give him any amulets of natural armor, because he's already getting a buff from Barkskin, which is a little bit higher.
Interesting.
We'll grab that, and we'll deal the spiders next. Okay. As long as we're careful, we should be fine. Okay. Steven, we want you to go forward. Like so. Alright, bait the attacks. There we go. And finally, that primal giant spider goes down. And now we're good. Oh, and right. Compton won't be able to use his casting here, so I'm going to swap him over, actually, to his crossbow. So it might be a lot better for him that way. Because he can't cast spells right now. Or at the very least, he has a 50% chance to not cast a spell anyways, I should say. Large wilted flowers lie throughout the area. They look almost exactly like the flowers from the cave beneath the Silver Step Lake. Wait, there's flowers beneath the Silver Step Lake? Huh.
Well, it's
Interesting.
done now.
It's good to know. Okay, so we're gonna have to check the Silver Step Lake then, it seems. Among other places, anyways.
I'm there.
Okay, grab the Token of the Dryad. Oh, that's another trap. Goodness, there's a lot.
Oh, a man.
Good thing I buffed beforehand, but geez. Oh. Alright, yet another trap. I'm just thankful we have a great rogue that gives us such crazy bonuses to disabling.
Their life ends here.
Alright, we've got a primal shambling mound here.
Interesting.
Doesn't appear to be anything else aside from that, though, so shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Come on, down you go. Yep. Now he's prone, and he takes a lot of damage. Oh, he went down again. Oh, cool. That's convenient. Alright, Monsoon. Yeah, he's got the bowling infusion currently, so... yeah. Only adds to the benefits here of Trip. And they can't do anything while they're prone, so... yeah, nice. Oh, he's already down. Okay, so we need to deal with him now. Okay, we need a specific energy type, I do believe. In which case we are going... oh, no, wait, never mind. There is another option. So, when you're dealing with near immortal enemies, there are two ways you can go about dealing with them. The first is to find what they're weak to and use it against them. The other is using this. Coup de Grace. Coup de Grace is basically save or die. And having it is, well... if you ever need to use it, it just instantly kills the target if they fail a fortitude save. So, having everybody use it is important if you want to deal with an enemy that's basically near mortal. So if they fail the fortitude save, well, that's on them. And if they fail their save, which it's an eventuality, so even if you have to do it multiple times, it's important that you do it. But if you do make it, well, they explode like that. So yeah, keep that in mind when you're trying to fight any foes. If they don't die from your initial barrage, that's usually the case. Or at least that's usually the issue that you should look out for. Alright, plants have grown throughout the stone, nothing more than rotten wood, that's fine. But yeah, if you're looking to kill immortal foes, that is the easiest way to go about it. If you can knock them unconscious, that is. It is one of the few ways you can kill a foe if you do not have the right tools.
Well, it's done now.
So yeah, that is a thing. Mind you, they have to be unconscious. You can't just do it willy-nilly. So yeah, as long as you're aware of that fact, you should be fine. Alright, anything here? Nope. Okay. Okay. There we go. That's another. Thankfully, we're getting a ton of experience because of this, so I'm not complaining.
I don't even want to know.
the experience, at the very least, from disabling all these is actually really good. But I digress. That is a issue, or something we'll address another time. Experience, put simply. Lots of it, which is a good thing. Alright, we keep pressing on, and we're left with a bloody fireball. Well, thankfully it's not that big a concern. It's just something that's there. But I digress. Okay, we've got a secret entrance here, so let's do a quick save. Much like we do every single time we encounter something dangerous, that is. And we will get inside, see what's going on. Okay, we've got yet another trap that we're going to disable real quick. Going through a lot of them, I must admit. Okay, yet another trap. Oh boy. Anything else?
Oh, I managed it.
Okay.
Ah, a test of my abilities.
Alright, hold on. Let's back off for a moment. Okay, now we can engage. There we go. Simple enough.
My masterpiece.
Alright. That's the mimic stun. And there appears to be odd-shaped stones of petrified rats, shattered in pieces by someone or something. Okay, so petrified rats somewhere around here. And somebody's doing it, apparently. So that's something, I guess? A shame. Oh well.
Check that out.
Okay, let's disarm this. Okay, from here we go and deal with the red cats. Naturally. Oh right, and of course we can trip these guys, so that's fun. Alright, we've got some gold. Their breastplates are worth something, so I'll grab them, because we have the carry weight currently. We'll ditch them if we get too heavy, though. Ah, stone golems. If I'm not mistaken, they are really dangerous. We can fight them. They are idle right now, but if I am not mistaken, they will activate if you're not too careful. So I'll do a quick save and deal with them right now. Sooner rather than later. There we go. We'll save on slow. Ah, trip. Good. Seems our trip spells are working now. Or trip abilities are working, I should say. An old bookcase crammed with dusty tomes. Many of the books have been ruined by mildew and water, it seems. Shame.
I'm off.
Okay. We've got Fairy Tales of Avestan. Appears a dwarven fortress has delved in here for some reason. I'm not sure why, though. Crude drawings cover the side of the bookcase. Someone also began carving a word, but never finished. So all you can see now is AR. A message for guard captain. I've checked and reinforced all the protective spells I could. They may not be enough. I remind you again that the criminal is cunning and very strong. I recommend changing the guard every 6 hours. Wardens should receive a thorough briefing, including recommendations on maintaining the magic barriers. And they should be well rested and ready for anything. In the case of the prisoners apparent death, they must remain vigilant, even after death. This creature can find a new incarnation and continue to bring evil to the world. Interesting. Good to note. Grab that, grab this. It is a robe of the true master. And secret overlords, the essence of world order. Okay.
There's something here.
There's a trap there, and there's of course a door here. Led into a room. Do a quick save before we touch anything in here. And let's see what we find. Behind the mysterious door that opened with a loud and creepy groan, there was a dark room, far less spacious than the main hall. Along the walls there stood densely packed bookshelves filled with musty tomes and frail scrolls, and centuries upon centuries of dust. The silence within the room was thick, almost ominous. No, in fact, it was really ominous. Now, did our heroes dare to disturb the peace of this dusty archive? The dusty table by the far wall didn't escape our notice. Whoever used to work at this table, they weren't neat. The wooden desk was buried under some piles of papers, scrolls, and notes. Some of them crumbled into dust at touch. Others were in better condition, but proved to be rather boring and useless. However, under a pile of papers, we found something curious. A thick notebook filled with notes in small handwriting and strange diagrams. The illustrations depicted an iron golem, a huge and powerful war machine, created to protect the fortress. Looks like these notes were made by the creator of this mechanism. As it turned out, someone's sleepless nights over books weren't a waste. After carefully examining the notes, it became clear the Dwarven Master was describing his mechanism in detail, with the intention to pass on the instruction to others, guards perhaps. Turned out, controlling the golem was extremely easy. All you had to do was uttering the word Kasor Get in a loud voice. After we shut the notebook and sorted through other papers once more, we stepped back from the table. It was impossible to ignore the piles of papers, scrolls, and files on top of the bookcase. It seemed the top shelf of the bookcase was used as storage. The piles of papers seemed to be heaped there without any thought. Carefully holding the huge clump of papers and helping each other to set them down, we managed to clear the contents of the shelf and explore it more carefully. Among the rotting books, we found several spell scrolls in good condition. I wonder, who could hide magic scrolls in this gloomy fortress? Alas, some mysteries defy being solved. After we were done with the makeshift storage, we went back to exploring the secret room. And for our troubles, we got some scrolls of lead blades, scrolls of protection from chaos, a communal scroll of stone skin, which is pretty good. And now we hurried to explore the bookshelves. We started sorting through the old books, trying to find something of use, but the attempt to disturb history without an incident failed. As soon as we removed the first tome of the shelf, an avalanche of dust came down upon us. Ignoring the dust, we continued to explore the shelves. True heroes can't be stopped by a little dirt and grime, or even residue 5 times older than us. The search ended with unexpected success. Among the rotting books and old scrolls, we found a heavy tome in good condition. It described the art of engineering, emblazoned with the marks of one who constructed this fortress. It was a true guide on dwarven fortifications, an excellent source of knowledge for our own projects. After sorting through the rest of the books to make sure we didn't miss anything of value, we left the bookcase alone. Having decided not to bother the ghosts of the past anymore, we left the ancient tomes alone and returned to the library. Basically, we found a ton of stuff that is to our advantage. Of course, we're going to need to disable some traps on our way forward, but that is not an issue for us. I know that for a fact.
I managed it.
Okay. Before we go any further, I'd like to see... Yeah, no, there's nothing over there. I just wanted to check to make sure. Okay. From there, we can move on. And we're left with a bundle of doors leading into various hallways here. Some with traps, like the red-capped trickster, it seems. Alright, let's back off. That way we can get the attacks off. Please. No, we don't want to attack carelessly. Sundowner, seriously, stop. Listen, if you're gonna do that, disable it. Are you kidding? Stop. I can't believe.
This should do it.
Okay, fine. Do your worst.
You should have run.
Samuel, back off. Okay. Ah! Pain. Absolute pain. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay, I guess pain is what was awaiting us. I really should have saved, but that's fine. We'll just quickly speed through this, and then we'll go from there. Alright, mobility, fortitude. Alright, no, loading, because we failed that. We did succeed, I know that for a fact, so we're just gonna reload to make sure we get that. Normally I wouldn't care, but this is something that's just like, yeah. We did it once, we might as well just get it over with. I digress. Okay. Arcana's done, mobility is done, fortitude is now done, and now we can go. Let's activate the disarm. There we go. Activate this. Quickly zoom through. Let us set up, or post up here. Do a quick save. For our sake. Alright. Let's get Steven in there.
I'm superior.
Okay. Bait them all. There we go. Now we can attack with these. Mistral, activate your Swift Tactician ability so they don't get the bonus to flanking attacks. If only to make our attacks easier. There we go. Hey, pretty good. And now we can collect our loot. And combat is done. Masterwork scythes along the lot. Can't be bad.
I do what I must.
And let's disarm that trap for good this time. Okay, what's over here? On a damp sheet of paper, there are pictures of sun, trees, and a glade filled with flowers, all drawn by a child's hand. Okay, you got some star knives, some gems, a glaive, masterwork rapier. Cool. Alright, what else is here? We got a note here. We've got rune-covered ancient leather scrap. A broken children's toy covered in mold. A torn children's book. A thin, hand-bound book filled with bright pictures is torn and ink-stained. After you thumb through several soiled pages, you find a part you still can make out. K for Kelid. That's how we call barbarian heroes in a cold country. Kelids are brave and strong. Kelids live in Numeria. The ruler of Kelids is Kevoth Kul, the Black Sovereign. L. Lenorm. Lenorm is a wingless dragon. Lenorm can't cast spells. Lenorms live in the lands of the Lenorm kings. Lenorms like gold. Lenorms have lots of treasures. M. Mammoth. Mammoth is mighty and woolly. Mammoths can never get cold. Mammoths like snow and cold. Mammoths live in Numeria. People would have a hard time without mammoths. Mammoths give us milk and meat. N. Numeria. Numeria is a land of Kelids. In Numeria, Kelids are on the watch. The rest of the book is unreadable. Odd, but okay. Seems somebody taught somebody here. Someone hid a pillowcase beneath the sheets. It's rotten and stuffed with various things. This crumpled piece of paper is covered with charcoal sketch of a gloomy building with a huge lock on the gate. Kelid tribal fetish and a +4 falchion. Oh, jeez. Okay. It is not as good as the Harbinger, which has a +3 to AC against undead. But considering we're not dealing with undead anymore, a +4 falchion is actually way better than Fury's Legacy, actually. Yeah, no, we're gonna rock Fury's Legacy now, it seems, so... That is a +4 weapon, and that is an 18 to 20 crit range, so that's not bad for what we've got. I mean, I'm certainly not going to complain. +4 falchion, bonuses to attack. Always nice. Alright, let's disable this. Reorganize up here. Do a quick save, like so. And now, we check out here. Ferocious Glimmercats. I see. Well, unfortunately, they were unable to get past. Lore Religion. Interesting. Alright, skin. We collect all. Alright, what's this? Councilor.
It is done.
A crude altar to Gorum has been erected in the remains of Torak's temple. That's really odd. Why is there a temple of Gorum here? We are given a helmet, the Paragon of Defenders. It increases the wearer's AC by 2 and gives a +3 bonus to persuasion checks made to intimidate. If one of the wearer's allies falls unconscious from damage, the wearer takes a -2 penalty on attack rolls and skill checks, for as long as they are farther than 10 feet away from the fallen ally. Now, normally, this would be an okay item. But in the case of Stephen Armstrong, however, it is quite literally, to a point, something that I would actually sacrifice an item to wear, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. What was the item that gives a bonus to mentals? Alright, there's the ring of... Oh, we don't have it now. Dang. But it does give a bonus to AC, gives a bonus to persuasion. I'm going to definitely give this to Stephen Armstrong at some point. I can't give it right now, but I will be giving it to him to boost up his AC by an additional 2. I just have to get him the Ring of Reckless Courage. At least for now, because I can't think of another item that might work for him. Alright, there's an item here, or the room here, I should say. Let's do a quick save, check what's up here. I was considering checking the bottom first, but I'll check the top first, just out of meh. Just because I could. The chest is trapped, so we'll get Sundowner on that. There we go.
Well, it's done now.
There is a unicorn's horn and a few items. Interesting. The ivory horn seems... the ivory twisted horn seems to glow softly. Okay. Detailed map of Numeria covered with markings. Okay, interesting. Alright, let's do a quick save. And let's see what's over here next. Pop this open. Okay, nothing so far. Got some gold, a ton of commas, it seems. Yeah, about 5. In a single chest, no less. That's something, I guess. Ah, Finger of Death, Fortitude. Thankfully we saved, or that would have been very bad. Okay, there doesn't appear to be anything here, so yeah. I guess we keep going. And there's nothing further than this, so a collapsed ceiling has blocked the passage, yeah. I don't see anything else around here, so yeah, I guess that's that. Unless I'm missing something, but no, I don't. I would have known if I said.
If you dare.
I would know if I saw anything suspicious. Woods. Ah, more dangers. Oh dear. That's a lot of damage. It's a significant amount.
Quickly.
Ah, pain. Pain, pain, pain. This might be a fall. Oh dear. Okay, come on. Down everything, come on. Steven, try. Okay. Pain, pain. Okay. Okay, that was close. Alright, let's grab everything while we can. I might as well just skid and collect all. There we go. Alright, before we continue, healing. Let's do that real quick. Price in descending order. Got a lot of healing to use, so we're going to start by using to cure serious wounds. I can copy it to my spellbook with Steven, but I doubt that's going to be of any help. Alright, that's Steven healed up. We can use these now. We can start using cure criticals. Not so worried about the wolf, but I will worry about Mistral though. There we go. Done. That should do it for now. What do we got here? We got some items here. We got some more. We've got a Blessed Nunchucks. Masterwork item. Ardent. +3 finesse wielding monk weapon. These +3 nunchucks allow the wielder a +5 to athletics. That's not bad.
I do what
Alright,
I
what
must.
else is here? There's training dummies covered with marks made by what appears to be a wooden sword. Alright, now we've got this iron golem, which I believe was something that the people created here. So we have something here. An iron golem, darkened by time, towers over you. It's massive, created by unknown masters. Its huge arms seem capable of snapping you in two, but it remains still. Mighty armored plates protect the mechanisms that can set the massive figure in motion. This golem was obviously built for fighting. Let's say the word from the engineer's diary. As the word is spoken, the iron golem comes alive. The mechanism that was still a moment ago starts to tremble. Its hinges creak and the golem begins to move. Master protection mode activated. Alright, so now the golem's active? To protect, I guess? I don't know. Something like that. Well, we can disable this. Alright, let's see what's here. Alright, we'll disarm this next. Okay.
I managed it.
From here, we disable this trap next.
I managed it.
Then we have this here. And let's save, because I do believe this is a biggin. So we should probably buff up here. Alright. So we're going to want blur on, everybody. Goodness knows we're going to need it. Alright. Sundowner, Mistral, Monsoon, and Councilor. Alright. Protection from arrows is still going strong. But we will need to give everybody heroism, or at least what we can. Heroism, heroism, heroism. Okay, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll swap over to the minion side. We will activate Acid. That is the buffers I can provide for now. I can do enlarge and reduce, so I'll do that while I wait.
It's time to act.
As I put on the buffers for everybody else. So we'll start with Shield of Faith. We are still 2 minutes into the remove fear, so we just have to hope we're fast enough. Alright, Thompson, we need you to enlarge Samuel next. Alright, 2 and 1. Okay, We've already got the big spells sorted. So we just need to get... Let's get protection from fire. Acid. Let's get cold. Alright. Alright, fire. Electricity. Acid. Okay. And then we get resist. This is resist energy, yep. We get resist energy cold, I believe. Yeah, we need resist energy cold. We don't need to worry about sonic spells just yet, so there we go. Alright. Let's organize up once again. And we're basically almost done. Alright, Compson, you're still on reduced person duty, so get Steven set up. This boss won't take 5 minutes, honestly. So, once I'm done here, Grave, I will be probably ending stream, so... Apologies for those who are interested in watching this, but, I've got life stuff to do. That's just how it be. Alright, now that we're buffed up, we are ready to go. And from here, let's do this. It's gonna take a little bit, but I apologize, but that's just how it's gonna be. 1 second. Alright. The Defaced Sister before you moves like a broken puppet. Her feet are unsteady, and she sways slightly back and forth, as if attached to invisible strings. Her hands dangle limply from the wrist, and her clothes are smeared with blood. Instead of an eye, the oculus of Abaddon rests within her eye socket, the artifact gleaming with a wicked red light.
My elder sister left. You're late. The Oculus of Abaddon gave me the power to foresee the path to my sister's desire. She is already on her way.
What happened here?
Exactly what was destined to happen. My mistress granted me a boon few of my kind could hope for. My body and my soul became a vessel of great power.
Yes, that is a mini mammoth. I've given Tristan some interesting levels. Okay.
Tristan, my sister Skylark, betrayed you. He used you to infiltrate Vorticai's lair and bestowed my sister's curse upon him. He stole his treasure, the Oculus of Abaddon, an artifact capable of revealing that which is hidden. The Oculus showed me the hiding place of... No, that is enough. Though your death is assured, such knowledge can wait.
I have met others like you. Tell me, who are you?
An emissary from the First World. A servant to the power that came to these swamps against her will. My duty is a heavy one, but I bear it without faltering. I shall not bow. Not before destiny, not before my enemies, and not before creatures such as you.
What sister are you talking about?
She's the queen of this horizon and horizons unseen. She's the mistress of dreams and the embodiment of all mortal desires. She is wrath, and she will crush these lands to dust. I serve Nyrissa, mortal.
When you hear this name, a chill crawls down your spine. A supernatural coldness freezes your shoulders for a moment, but then the feeling passes. I came for Tristan. Give it to me and we'll go our separate ways.
I won't do that. Besides, why would you need someone who lied to you every step of the way, concealing his true goals and his true self? Look at him. Did you know he was once one of my kind? A creature from the outer planes? Now all that remains of the sacred servant of Sarenrae is a husk.
Tristan, can you hear me? Wake up. The cleric of Serenrae doesn't even turn towards you. He's immersed into a desperate prayer to his goddess.
Save your breath. This Skylark has broken his wings, and now he's useless. I'll rid myself of him after I've finished with you.
Enough. Tell me, where did Nyrissa go?
She went after what the Oculus of Abaddon revealed to her. She will not return. She has ordered me, the most loyal of all sisters, to remain here and ensure nothing leaves these chambers.
Oh, I see.
You see, these lands were our home long before you appeared. These walls witnessed another mortal who, like you, serves Nerissa's goals now. We taught him. We showed him the way. We told him what to believe and whom to serve. My eldest sister, Nyrissa. She is the mistress of half-truths, exploiting hopes and weaknesses of others with her words. All it took to control Armag was some books and legends about his great destiny. All it took to control Tristan was deceiving him into thinking it was Nyrissa who deprived him of his holy gift. She who cursed him with a mortal body.
Well, I guess that explains the whole situation with Armag. So it seems that the nymph is up to her usual tricks, it seems.
Lies? So that was all lies?
As if awakened from a nightmare, Tristan winces and raises his head.
And all it took to control you, upstart Baron, was a lure. The promise of your own lands to rule. And you bought it. All of you. Enough. You are a thing of the past, and I must rid this place of you, and Tristan. Get ready for oblivion!
Fine. Prepare to die, creature.
Hey!
Ends here!
Well, Tristan's in a bind, but that's fine. Alright, we're gonna have to get some summons in here to help. We'll have the wolf focus on the red cap. We'll have Samuel focus on this savage here. Alright. Monsoon, you're gonna have to back off a bit. Alright, that's some summons there. Get some more in. Oh, we have the chance. Alright. Ah, the boogeyman rope are coming in clutch. Oh, that's a lot of stat damage. Oh boy. Let's hope we don't die.
This should do it.
Okay. Alright, Mastodons are going nuts. I'll have Steven focus on them while the stone golems are taken out. Oh no, the Defaced Sister is actually much more dangerous, I figure. Ah, agonized whale. Good. Dispel magic greater. Ooh, nice. Too bad it's still not enough. Alright, we'll have to focus. Alright, Tristan's looking quite a bit dead, but that's fine. Just start throwing some spells. There we go. Ah, fire. Good. Alright, we can get a shout off, which should deal with the golems a little bit more. Come on. Okay. Do a bardic song. Alright, we're gonna want Steven taking over defense here.
Out of my way!
Alright, Steven's going nuts. We'll have them focus on the golems now. For a time.
Strike my masterpiece!
Okay, Steven, go in. There we go. Mistral.
I don't like you.
Alright, Sundowner, move forward. Alright, Mistral, back off. There we go. Now Sundowner can focus. Ah, his stats. Oh, attacks. Alright, there goes Samuel. Mistral, back off so you can get Steven down there. Alright, come on, Steven. Unfortunately, I do not have the spell constantly, so that is not an option. Let's see. Stats are... Monsoon died to stat damage, I think. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with him next. Great. Unfortunately, you can't raise dead like that. Grave. If only it were that easy. Are you kidding? Seriously?
This will hurt.
Come on, Bane. There we go, finally.
The one who doesn't see evil will destroy the thing that seduces others. Power that can disperse the darkness. Evil incarnate must be destroyed.
Tristan's eyes are fixed on the oculus of Abaddon, gleaming in the eye of the Defaced Sister. His lips move, but you have to strain to hear his words. Without looking at you, Tristan reaches for the oculus. I'll watch silently. Well, do I want the oculus of Abaddon for myself? Nah, I don't need it. I'll watch silently. Tristan reaches down and takes the oculus of Abaddon from the sister's eye socket. Well, it's too bad, I've already selected it. He then steps back, raises his hand to his eyes, while raising the other hand, with the artifact firmly clenched in it, to the sky, and sun hidden behind the stone masonry.
Merciful Serenray Dawnflower, hear the prayer from your apostate. I am powerless to fix what I've done, but I can prevent others from following the same road. Grant me courage and light my way in the eternal darkness that awaits.
For a moment, the dim room is brightly illuminated. A flower made of blinding light blooms in Tristan's palm. The cleric utters a last sigh and presses his palm engulfed in sacred flame to his eyes. With his other hand, he releases the oculus of Abaddon, and it falls to shatter on the ground.
The destruction of the oculus in exchange for eternal darkness. There's no worse punishment for Serenray's servant than to be deprived of her light forever. But it is fitting for all I have done.
Tristan takes his palm from his face, covered in tears of pain and relief. His eyes are white, blinded, as he chuckles bitterly at the situation at hand.
Let me tell you something before you decide my fate. Nyrissa is gone. She cannot keep me silent any longer.
Tristan turns towards you, his face definitely tortured.
I'm tired of lies and deception. Our meeting wasn't a coincidence. It was Nyrissa who sent me to the Temple of the Elk. She conjured that fog and sent Jod a version of the place. Since then, I've been watching you, waiting for a time to act, for Nyrissa. But that's not all. I helped her create and plant the unwilting flower that almost destroyed your barony. As you can see, Everything that happened in Mordecai's tomb was but one of my many crimes. That is all. Deal with me however you think best.
Tristan, who are you?
I am a Deva. Once a sacred servant and messenger of Serenray herself. Once it was my calling to heed mortals' prayers and to deliver them to other servants of the goddess. That was before I fell into a trap set by Nyrissa. She took from me my powers and severed my bond with my goddess. At least, that's what I had thought. Nyrissa threatened that if I didn't serve her, she'd never return my wings and I'd never speak to Serenray again. She made me. I'm lying to you again. If it wasn't for my cowardice, Nyrissa would never have broken me to her will. But I was afraid to remain mortal.
Who exactly is Nyrissa? Aside from being a nymph, of course.
A nymph. One of the most beautiful of all creatures. Most wicked of all monsters. But who she is, what she wants, I do not know. I ran across her while traveling through the negative energy plane. A strange wound, like something had pierced time and space. In my pride, confident in my powers, I followed its path to this world. She dealt with me in a heartbeat. Before I could flee, she had entrapped me, filling my mind with horrible nightmares. And when I awoke, I was mortal. I had no choice. No choice at all.
Tell me about Nyrissa's search for the Oculus.
Nyrissa discovered an ancient power awakening beneath the doors of Lebanese. She knew of Mordecai, and she also knew of the Oculus. What she did not know is the location of his tomb. The Defaced Sisters and the Numerian barbarians serving them were dispatched to search for the tomb's entrance. But you found it first. And you would have acquired the Oculus if it were not for me.
What did Nyrissa want the Oculus of Abaddon for?
I don't know. After I failed her, after I failed to destroy you, she became angry with me. The only way to regain her favor was to find the Oculus of Abaddon and bring it to her. I don't know why she wants it. Only that she will destroy anything in her path to possess it, including you. I beg you, be careful. She never forgets any who dare challenge her.
The sisters mentioned some lies about sacred gift and immortal body.
When I awaked from Nyrissa's enchantments, I was mortal, no longer a Deva. Nyrissa said she'd taken my gift of immortality and severed my bond with my goddess. But, according to what the sister said, I don't understand what's true anymore and what is not. Before this, I thought Nyrissa stood between me and Serenray. But it seems like she was lying.
What is this ever-blooming flower you're talking about?
This was Nyrissa's creation. A strange plant with seeds that bring death to the mortals and open gates to the first world. I don't know much else. All I've done was use my knowledge of the planes to root the flower in 2 worlds simultaneously. What Nyrissa did was deplorable. But I am not blameless. Serenray as my witness. I didn't want it to happen as it did. But in my fear of losing her divine light, my resolve crumbled. So I did what I was ordered to do.
Those cultists from the Kingdom of Cleanse who tried to kill me. Were you involved in that too?
Partly. Nyrissa charmed the first faithful. Promised him and all his followers a paradise in exchange for your head. My job was to lure you to the trap. But Nyrissa ordered me only to lure you to the trap. She never forbade me to protect you. That's why I fought by your side in that battle.
Alright. I've made up my mind about what to do with you. I'll try to find forgiveness for you in my soul. Well, kill him? I mean, yeah. Oh man, it seems like the chat's saying kill him. Alright, so there's two things I can do here. I can either reload, because having the Eye of Oculus would at least compensate for this fact. Or I spare him and I still have a Councilor, because he is currently the only Councilor I have, I should say. So it's a tooth, yeah. I'm not sure. Give me a second. Let's see. It doubles the duration of all spells cast by its wearer, as if using the Extend Spells feat. 3 times per day, you can use True Seeing spell as a 20th level wizard. Whenever the wearer uses this ability, however, they must make a Wisdom check, DC 15, to avoid seeing something truly unsettling. Or worse, be seen by it. Basically, failing the Wisdom save causes you to be under the effects of insanity, as per the spell. Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot do Mark Part 2 either. I'm sorry, guys. The best I can probably do is just spare him as a follower, despite his wrongdoings. Plus, I have to think in the same mindset as Stephen Armstrong. Because now he's just been recently betrayed, he's going to be much more loyal in this circumstance, and probably more willing to do much more heinous deeds, I suspect. But I digress. I'm just going to spare him because it seems to be more worthwhile than going for the eye. At least in this circumstance. I'll try to find forgiveness for you in my soul. You can stay in my lands.
I'll leave you and head for the city. A walk will help me to figure out how I can make amends for everything.
Tristan's lips tremble as he answers faintly with a thank you. He takes a deep breath as if gathering himself, and his voice rises to say what he has to say, and he nods a farewell. We do now have a Councilor. His mammoth is currently dead, so he's just gonna have to leave that, but thankfully it just disappears on its own, so that's good. Monsoon's currently dead, so that is unfortunate, but honestly, considering the circumstances, what we're probably going to do is we're going to have to reload here, and we'll just deal with it as we go through. But I digress. I'm going to reload, and we'll be just after this part in the fights next time. So I digress. For those of you on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification if you want to see more of my stuff. I stream daily, so if you want to catch more of my streams, I stream 3 to 7 MST time. And yeah. If you want to catch my streams, you can catch it in the link down below in the description, because that's where it is. For those of you on Twitch or who are coming from YouTube to Twitch, follows are always appreciated. The more follows I have, the more content I can give you guys. And if you want to see my previous VODs, you can catch my YouTube link in the description, which I leave all my VODs in. Follows on social media, I currently don't have any right now. So, unfortunately, you can't follow me on social media, but eventually, once I get more following, then I will start posting those, and you guys can check them out, but yeah. Unfortunately, for this game, undead is not a common commodity. However, when we do get into Wrath of the Righteous, I believe it's called, there is going to be more undead. So we'll focus on that when we do get into that, at the very least. So you'll get to see an undead campaign. But that is for the future. That is when I'm finished Kingmaker, and something you get to enjoy, I'm sure. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.